guys, it's Danielle here, back with another video. I low-key was kind of busted, but it's fine. We're just gonna go with it, okay? Anyways, so if you guys didn't know, I'm sure literally everyone and their freaking mom knows because I talk about it all the time, that I'm moving, so it's a little crazy in here. You see the boxes, you see the clothes, you get it. But I actually got some new tats, and you guys love me to do a new tattoo anytime I get one new tattoo. So I'm gonna do a tattoo tour again because I've gotten like, I think 6 new tattoos, and yeah, I think I have like 26 now. I don't know, to be honest, I kind of lost count. There's like too many to count. I feel like I'm very covered now, which is kind of what I want. I told myself I wasn't gonna get this hand anything on it, and here I am with 4 new tattoos on here, so yeah. Anyways, let's get started. Dude, that was so weird. Why did I go like that? Okay, whatever. Yeah. Also, I like tattooed my brother last night for the first time because let me fix my hair. I wanted to see like, because I'm always getting tattooed, you know, so I wanted to see how it would feel to tattoo someone else. So I did. I don't know why I just took my hair out. That was so dumb of me to do, but whatever. But anyway, so yeah, so I tattooed him, and in the end of the video, I'm gonna show it. So just stay tuned for that after the video to like look for that or whatever. My hair is just like, I didn't wash it today. I washed it yesterday, and I didn't blow dry it. Well, I like brushed it so it wouldn't like, I don't know, so it would just look better. I don't know what I did, okay? It's just not, you know when your hair, it's like not a bad hair day, but it's just like, you know it could look better, you know what I mean? So that's like kind of what's going on today. I don't know. It's me trying to make my hair look good in the middle of this video. Probably something I should have done before I started filming, but it's fine. Okay. So, what tattoo should we start with? We're gonna do a new tattoo tour. What should we start with? Okay. I think I'm gonna start with my new finger ones. Okay, so once again, like I said, these finger tats over here, some of them have meanings, some of them don't. You know why? Because I found these on Pinterest, and I'm being totally honest with you. And I feel like sometimes people have this vision in their head that tattoos always need to have meanings, and if you get them without a meaning, you're done, you're gonna regret it. I don't think that way. I feel like sometimes it's okay to get a tattoo that doesn't have a meaning, and just because you simply just think it looks good on you, that's fine. And you know, maybe later on you'll come up with a meaning, but when you get it, there wasn't really a meaning behind it. And that goes for most of these finger tats right here, except for this one right there. These, I would say 2 of them have a meaning. The flame and the lightning bolt, not really meaning. I actually said if I was to ever get a finger tat, it would be a little flame because I always thought those were really cute. So, you know, yesterday I was like, you know what, I always said it, why not get one? My other hand is fully tatted, like, let's just go for it. So there's still some ink kind of all around it, but I literally love it. I think it's like the cutest little tattoo ever, and it kind of just like evens it out. So I have like some on my other hand, you know what I mean? And then this one, 7. So my favorite number is 7, and it's also my lucky number, which is like really amazing because I love how my favorite number is my lucky number. I was born March 7th. Okay, so 7, you know what I mean? 7, very, very favorite number. And then I got 1111. I feel like 1111 is just like, honestly, like I feel like this is cringy because like I remember like in middle school like posting like 1111, and then I would be like him or this, like I'm wishing for this, blah blah blah. So it was kind of like corny in middle school, but I honestly, like, anytime I notice 11/11, I make a wish. And I feel like it's kind of a reminder to, like, never stop wishing. You know what I mean? I feel like you should always wish for something, because when you finally get what you've been wishing for, it feels so nice, you know? So that's kind of like a little meaning behind it. It's just wish. Like, remember to always make wishes and remember to follow your wishes. You know what I mean? I know that's like weird to say, like you should be saying follow your dreams, but honestly, I think dreams and wishes, they're very similar. So that's why the lightning bolt, honestly, I always thought it looked cool. When I was in school, I used to always draw little lightning bolts on my finger because I thought it was nice. I thought it looked cute. So yeah. What should we go to next? I'm gonna start this little like half sleeve type thing that I did. Okay, so I have this little cross right here. I do believe in God, so I guess that could kind of be for what it is. And I have a skull. I have this little dagger knife thing. I have a snake. I have this little infinity, which is my first tattoo actually. And I have these little like vines that wrap around my finger. And then I have a broken heart, which honestly, I think the cross and the broken heart are the only things that have meaning behind them. The other ones, they're kind of just, they're just there. I really love the way they look. I love the way they make my hands look. But like I said, it's okay to not always have a meaning for tattoos. I feel like tattoos are a real like confidence booster, you know, and you don't really need a meaning for all of them. It is, I feel like having meanings for tattoos though is so beautiful. It's like putting this meaningful piece of art on your body. But I also love tattoos with no meaning because you can build meanings for them during the way, or you know, they make you more confident about something in your body, just something along those lines. The broken heart though, I got at a party behind my mom's back. I was actually at this party. It was when I was like hanging out with Mason a lot actually. It was when we were just friends. And there was this like tattoo guy and everyone was getting tattoos by him. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I want to get one. I've never done like something like this. Like, I'm not a goody two shoes, but I kind of am in a way, you know what I mean? Like, I follow the rules. Like, it's not like I get tattoos behind my mom's back. Like, she comes with me to all my appointments. Like, you know, she's there. So I wanted to get this and be a little rebellious, and I got it. And the reason why I wanted to get a broken heart was because during this time I was really sad. And I was just like really not in a good place in my life. There was a lot of things going on that I wasn't proud of. A lot of people had just left my life. You know, I was just going through it. But I was putting on this act as if I was fine to everyone. And if you asked anyone that I was hanging out with during that time, they would even tell you she looked the happiest she'd ever been. But in reality, I wasn't. And not only was that important because I was hiding my true feelings to, you know, look happy on the internet and in person, you know, things like that. But I thought to myself, I was like, you know what, one day I'm gonna look back at this night and remember me getting this tattoo of a broken heart. And one day I'm gonna look at it, and whatever I was brokenhearted about or sad about that day, I'm not gonna be sad about anymore. And so every time I even kind of am sad or just maybe brokenhearted, something along those lines, I know this is weird to think about, but I look at that tattoo and I'm just like, you know what, it's the same thing. I'm gonna be sad about this for who knows how long, but one day I'm gonna wake up and I'm just gonna forget about it, and it's not gonna bother me anymore. It's not gonna be something that I'm sad about. I'm gonna know that one day it will be okay, and I won't feel the way I feel right now. So that tattoo, that's the meaning behind it, and I feel like honestly, the littlest tattoos have the most meaning in my opinion. Anyways, so here I have this beautiful, oh wait, gosh, I was talking about this. Okay, I'll go back to that. But here I have this beautiful piece, which I love so much. This was my first big piece actually, like on my arm. And it's just some flowers with some butterflies. But I didn't want to just get like a butterfly tattoo. I wanted to like incorporate it with some flowers or something. But okay, in my eyes, butterflies have such a meaning to humans. You know, they are this caterpillar. They're just a caterpillar. No one cares that much about caterpillars, honestly. They care about the butterflies. And then they go in this cocoon. And while they're in there, they grow into these beautiful creatures, butterflies. And they go through all these phases and changes to get to their beautiful self. And, you know, to be honestly one of the most beautiful, you know, creatures ever. I feel like butterflies are honestly, everyone loves butterflies. Who doesn't? So I think that it really represents a human. And when I look at a butterfly, I remember that they're not perfect always. They go through all these changes before they get to fly away and, you know, be free. And I feel like that is like a human. We have to go through a lot of different changes to become the best version of ourselves. And while I'm going through those changes, I always think to myself, well, I'll never be perfect. Like, I'll never get through this. Like, I'm just always going to be stuck at this point in my life. But that's not true. You're going to go through a lot of different changes before you become the best version of yourself that you can be. And that's going to happen your whole life. And I feel like butterflies really remind me of that. So, the little butterfly. But the roses, or they're not roses, they're just like flowers, which I really love. I think they're super cute. Anyways, back to this. So, this is Medusa. It's kind of like weird to see. So I actually have this Medusa right here, and it goes to a rose. And then I also have a tarot card back here, the Lover's card. And then I also have Life Goes On, which was my first arm tattoo. So it kind of all incorporates there. And I wanted this to be like a full half sleeve, but I didn't want to shade anything because I really wanted this Life Goes On to always show, because it meant so much to me when I got it, and I never want to cover up any tattoo. So yeah. Anyways, so the rose. So if you guys know a lot about like Greek gods and stuff, you guys will probably know about the enchanted rose. And the enchanted, I keep forgetting I have these finger tats because I just got them. The enchanted rose was kind of a rose thrown into a blood kind of pool thing. And it became red, and that's kind of how they say roses became red roses. So I got it. A lot of people always ask me, why would you get a half sleeve on your wedding hand and not your other hand? And the reason behind it is because I wanted this immortal rose to be on my wedding hand, and I wanted my ring to sit right below the immortal rose because it represents love, and it represents, you know, the love you have for someone because it went in the blood bath. You know, if you know, you know. But yeah, so that's why I got it there. And then I have Medusa, and a lot of people get confused why I have Medusa because, you know, Medusa can kind of stand for a lot of different things. I know, you know, a lot of girls that have gone through sexual assault, sexual harassment, got a Medusa. And I think that's really beautiful. I've always thought the Medusa has such a strong meaning behind it. But not only does it have that meaning, but there's also two different stories to Medusa. You know, there's the story where, you know, the girl, she was helping her out because she thought that she was being sexually assaulted, so she made it to where she would turn people into stone to make her safe. And then there's also the story that the girls were so jealous of her because she was so beautiful. They didn't want her to have any boy or any man or any guy. So she would make it so they would set her to stone. So she couldn't be with any of them, and they couldn't be with her. And they knew that, so they wouldn't go near her, things like that. So those are kind of the two stories. And I feel like both of those stories, they really represent, you know, like a strong woman. I feel like Medusa is just, you know, something that every girl thinks of, you know. She has either the story where, you know, guys are in love with her and, you know, girls are helping her out. And she also has this story where girls are jealous of her and, you know, making her into this monster that she wasn't. And I personally am all about women's rights. I love women's rights. That's like my thing. Like, go women, you know? But I feel like Medusa, she really, really represents women. And some people might not feel that way, but that's how I feel. And that's why I got her. I also got her eyes bleeding, just kind of to go with the rose, to add like the pop of red, and also because the immortal rose stands for, I know it's not Medusa's blood in it, but kind of just stands for like blood, so I wanted like blood dripping down kind of to the rose, so that's what I did. And then you have the snakes all around her, which is also my favorite. And then over here we have Life Goes On, which was my first ever arm tattoo, which is so funny to me because, like, I don't know, now I look back and I'm like, I have all these arm tattoos. But the meaning behind that one is very, very there. Life goes on. That's really the meaning behind it, is life goes on. Life does go on. People forget that sometimes. I forget that sometimes because I'll be sitting here and something will happen to me and I'll be like, oh, this is the end. I'm done. What am I gonna do with my life now? But it's like, no, life goes on. Other things are, you know how many bad things are gonna happen to you throughout your life? You know how many heartbreaks you're gonna go through before you find yourself and find the person you want to be with. There's so many things that are going to go on in your life, and you have to remember through all of those to never give up and remember that life does go on. And honestly, in my opinion, with bad things that happen to you comes amazing things out in the end. You go through something terrible, and then I feel like that is going to make something amazing happen to you because you have to go through all these changes, and sooner or later you'll be fine again. So life goes on, you know what I mean? Life goes on. Then I have the Lover's card. So a lot of people, they don't really believe me on this, or they say that I lie about it, which I don't. So my nana actually used to read cards. She was really spiritual, and she used to actually read my grandma's cards with regular cards. Not tarot cards, just the regular deck of cards. And so I was kind of always into it, and I knew how to do it, stuff like that, but I didn't really get serious about it until maybe like a year and a half ago. And I've always been really spiritual. She had like dream catchers all over her house, like that was just her thing, And so I think I'm really the only one in the family that actually kind of carried that on. And so I read tarot cards. I used to actually do it to people. I used to like do it, and people would like pay me to do it. I had like an Instagram account for it and everything. But honestly, it got really, really hard to do it because I don't know, I got busy honestly, and like it was really hard to schedule the calls with people because I would end up canceling them because I would have something to do that day, like that would pop up, so then I'd be like, okay, let's do it tomorrow. And of course I would do it. But it just, honestly, like, I feel like I need to, like, worry about other things right now. Like, I still do my readings sometimes, and I'll do my friends and my family. But I think doing public readings, it was just a lot to handle for me. I just, it was just a lot. I didn't have the time for it, so I just stopped. But I still love doing them. Like I said, I do them to friends, family, me, myself. But nothing brings me more joy when I get the Lover's card. I love it so much because I know there's some type of love story in that person's life. And, I love doing love readings. And so, that doesn't what it always means, but I love doing love readings. Those are my favorite to do. So anytime I'm reading, my friend's cards or one of my family members' cards and I get a Lover's card, it just makes me so happy because, in my opinion, that's the best card you can get. So that's why I got that. Now we're gonna move on to this arm. So I have a corresponding tattoo with someone, not really gonna go into it. Yeah, just corresponding tattoo. Not much to say, so we're gonna move on. Then I have this, which says, even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise. And it has little butterflies around it. And that kind of goes with the same thing, life goes on, and the broken heart. Like, there's always gonna be bad days, but at the end of the day, the sun's gonna rise, and you'll be fine. So I have a lot of tattoos reminding me. I feel like that's really important. I love tattoos that are like quotes that will remind you that everything's gonna be okay. And then I have this, which is an evil eye. I'm obsessed with the evil eye. I think that it is honestly something everyone should have on them, whether it's an evil eye bracelet or a necklace or, a little keychain or something in your car, anything. I think they're so important to have. I think they protect you so much. So I got it tattooed on me. And it's like a little evil eye, kind of like moon catcher thing. And then it does have the moon phase underneath, which I'm obsessed with the moon phase. If you guys didn't know, I love the moon. It's my favorite thing ever. So that's why I have the moon phase there. I forget about this tattoo. I honestly do, which is my back tattoo. It's right there. And so that tattoo is actually my astrology. This girl, if you guys go to my Instagram, you can find her if you scroll down. She's amazing. But she drew it for me, and she drew my astrology with it. Pisces, all that. So it's really, really cool. I love that tattoo just because it's my astrology. I think it's so cute. So what's next? Okay, now my rib pieces. Okay, so I have this, which is a good luck symbol, which is in my sternal. That's what it's called. Then I have this, which is self-love. Self-love is so important. I always tell myself, if you don't love yourself, you can't love anyone else. So love yourself first. And I feel like everyone needs a reminder to love themselves. Then over here, I have this, which is an angel wing. You guys can see. Actually, a couple of days ago was 2 years since that date, which is, it's crazy to think about that was only 2 years ago, because it still feels so recent for me. I still feel like that was a couple weeks ago, you know? But yeah, I had an abortion. I think you guys kind of all knew about it. And you know, I think it's in heaven now. And I like to think of that. And you know, I wanted to get the date and a little angel tattooed on me because it's my little angel up there, you know? Yeah. Then I have this little wave right here, which was actually my first tattoo with the finger when I got those together. And the wave, this, like I said, the littlest tattoos have the most meaning for me. I've always said this saying to people. When people say, they're like, what? Like, that makes no sense. But it does. Let me tell you. Life is like an ocean. Life is an ocean. Honestly, it really is. There's only been, 5% discovered of the ocean? During your life, you never have discovered anything but the days and years you've already lived. So you've never experienced what's gonna happen. It's undiscovered. Just like the ocean. There's also these beautiful, amazing animals in the ocean. And there's also these animals that can kill you. And they're really scary. And I feel like that represents life. There's amazing people in the world, and there's amazing things in the world, but there's also terrible, evil things. There's deep parts of the ocean, there's shallow parts of the ocean, and I feel like that's how life is too. You know, there's deep parts that are gonna be really hard to go through and get through. And there's also shallow parts that are gonna be really easy and really simple that you're just gonna get through like that. But at the end of the day, when you look at the ocean, it's honestly the most beautiful thing in the world. I feel like there's nothing in this world like the ocean. That's the same with life. No matter what you go through in life, and no matter how hard life gets, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. And I feel like the ocean and life have so much in common. And I feel like life is literally like an ocean. So yeah. What else? Okay, now my legs. So I'm gonna put a picture right here of my leg tattoos. Because I have sweats on. So it says life. No, sorry, I'm thinking of my other tattoo. Dreams are my escape, is what it says. And then I have this little like moon sun kind of dream catcher. Like I said, I love dream catchers, I always have. But I think, you know, I feel like people always think of dreams, you know, it's like, oh, I'm having a nightmare, or just, I had this dream last night that I was like with a celebrity, blah, blah. But when I feel like dreams, you know, sometimes you don't realize it because you're like, you know, either thinking about, you know, the bad thing that happened in your dream, or, you know, the good things that happen. But I feel like all dreams, they have something to do with your life. And like, people don't realize that, honestly, because sometimes I don't even realize that. But I'll dream about something, and you know, maybe a month or a year down the road, I'll have like deja vu, and I'll remember that dream, and I'll be like, wow, like there was something in that dream that could have helped me out today. And all dreams, you know, you really need to remember your dreams because they have a lot in there. And then, you know, also I feel like when you're sleeping, there's no one around you. Well, unless you're in the bed with someone, but you know, that doesn't really count. There's no one talking to you. There's no one looking at you. You're just in your own mind. That is the one time where you are just you. And your body is telling you exactly what it wants to tell you. There's no influence for anything. There's nothing. So your body is just there. And I think it's an escape from reality. And I feel like dreams are my escape. I don't know if they're yours, but they're mine. But yeah. And then I have this, which it's not finished yet, so don't judge it. I'm gonna just show you guys. It's a koi fish. I'm a Pisces. I love koi fish because I'm a Pisces. So that's kind of the meaning of it. Very self-explanatory. I'm a Pisces. So I wanted a koi fish on me. But yeah. And I also got this like years ago and I just redid it. But it's a little Pisces sign. Pisces. But yeah. Anyways, that's all my tattoos. Thanks for watching. Did I forget any? No, I didn't. I didn't forget any. But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, tap the bell, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.